Hello, ghosts and ghouls. It's me, your host, Dylan the Waterboy, and today I'm joined with fan favorite co-host William.
Hello.
He's my co-host, my ghost host. Ha ha ha! That's a Disney reference. I wouldn't imagine if you would recognize that. So first, there's going to be a lot of background noise because we were kicked out of our recording studio
Not really.
for there was a big drug bust recently in the table. 25 kilos, I believe, of cocaine was found under there. So they're investigating that. So in the meantime, we're going to be in a very echoey hallway. Um, so we're back. Yeah, they thought they could kill us with an axe, but they couldn't. Even if our arms were zip tied shut or together behind our back, they couldn't keep us forever. That's right, we were kidnapped. They chopped off William's leg, and they stubbed my toe. They stepped on my foot, and it really hurt. So today I would like just to talk about what's happened in the past weeks. For one, I went on a personal vacation to this rural place known as Virginia Beach.
What? You were gonna do
Yes, I was going to do a vacation podcast, but some things happened, and we were both too tired, and it was too late to do a podcast, and I was going to do it with William here, but it didn't like using I think it was like the microphone at the same time.
You need like two microphones for it.
Yeah, which we did not have. Now it's getting noisy out here. Oh boy.
The velvet and the ring house.
Yeah. Well, even if it is a short podcast, at least it's a podcast because we haven't done one in weeks. Okay, let's see. Vacation happened. I had what I would like to say one of the worst weeks of my life last week. For starts, on that Sunday, after I got home from being on vacation, I got sick with the sniffles. Then Monday, it got worse. Tuesday, it got really bad. Then Wednesday was an okay day. Nothing good happened, but nothing bad happened that day either. Then Thursday, horrible day. My carport, I call it my shop, had blown away from a bad windstorm, and it blew over our fence, tore a hole, and bent several aluminium bars. And then me and my mom, we got it all put together, but there was still the big tear in the roof. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna ride my pit bike in order to make myself feel better. Well, I did that, and I work on tires, and one of the tires that was set up out there, the wind had blown it, and it had gone down some, and it hit the front tire of my pit bike, turned the wheel to the right, threw me over the handlebars, face first into the ground, and I was okay. I had to flop over, hit the kill switch, turn off the fuel, or I say turn off the fuel. There's a fuel switch that you have to turn. You can turn on and off to stop fuel from coming through. And well, then I took a selfie to just remember that moment. Then I was like, okay, that's enough for today. I put it in my shop. Friday comes around, last day of the week, before the weekend at least, and I was feeling good and everything was doing okay. Well, I go into my shop, and a ladder had fallen down onto my pit bike, shattered the front plate, and cracked my front fender. So I was like, yay, glorious days in which my stuff is broken, torn apart, and everything in between. And then this week number 2, we were busy doing some, or just stuff happened and it didn't work out. So, yeah, so much on uploading daily. um, Leave a comment down below of what you thought of the how to cook if you're lonely, home alone, that turned into a Sprite commercial, that turned into dog commercial. That was regrettable. I was very sore after filming that video, so you better have liked it. And it needed to be a banger of a video, which it maybe is. I haven't checked. I haven't even been on my channel in a while. Because I've been busy. Boy, have I been busy. So, in the 2 weeks that our half is passing, what's happened with you, William?
Stuff.
Anything specific? Like, are you currently making anything? Or are you
making a world for you?
Yeah. Yep.
To be requested.
Requested and paid for.
I'm still working on it, so I'm not gonna enable the update until I get a massive update out.
Yeah. We haven't done a podcast in a while, and now that there's only 2 people at the moment, it's really hard to keep the ball rolling. Because no one likes silence in a podcast. You listen to podcasts to hear people talk.
Well, it's not really silent today, is it?
Oh, yeah. Now, we are going to be quiet and we're going to hear all the gossip. It was muffled by everyone else's gossip.
Yeah.
The gossip muffled the gossip. It's like the Spider-Man meme.
I heard wake up. I'm gonna wake up something. That's all I heard.
Huh. Have you eaten anything yet, William? You need to eat. You need to eat. Eating is important. Eating is the most important part of the day. If you do it.
I'll eat later. I have some snacks. My mom's gonna have a bunch of pretzels I can eat.
Are you gonna eat the plum?
Maybe.
You better, because I gifted you that plum.
I don't think I've ever had a plum before.
Oh, it's just like a purple peach, pretty much.
I don't think I had peach before.
A peach is like a softer apple with a big old seed in the middle.
I don't think. Well, I can say I had an apple before, but that would have sucked if I said I had an apple before.
Yeah, if you had said that you've never had an apple before, I'd be like, bro. Yeah, that's a lot, and B, why?
How would you describe an apple, though?
An apple is like a tougher peach.
But they didn't have a peach before.
It's like a plum.
Why have they never had a plum before?
It's like a peach.
But they didn't know what a peach tasted like before.
Peach tastes like peach.
They never had a peach before, though.
Math is math.
But what?
Plus, if you're not allergic to it, then try it. It's good.
I tried it in Miss Moonwell's classroom.
What, peach?
Yeah.
Huh.
Or whatever.
Peaches are good, but don't
Whatever
quote
you
me
handed
on it.
me.
So you may have noticed, if you did, our backdrop on the channel, right behind my name, is my El Camino that I tried to put into one of the podcasts. But yeah,
They're making their pumpkin person.
yeah. I don't know how, but it worked. It just worked. You know? I tried so many different images to make our backdrop, and only the El Camino would work.
So,
Yeah.
why not talk about your pumpkin person?
I don't have a pumpkin person.
Class not doing a pumpkin person?
Oh, my seminar class.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes.
Why not talk about that?
I don't.
Most schools don't do pumpkin people. Actually,
Where would they even put the pumpkin people?
What?
The pumpkin people, where would they put it?
They're putting it outside the entrance of the school. Where some of them.
Well, you know what's gonna happen? If they put that out there, I'm gonna take a baseball bat and smash all the pumpkins. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Haha, that's a PewDiePie reference, but yeah, no, that for legal reasons, that is a joke.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance that someone's gonna be dumb and actually do that, and if someone listens to the podcast and hears me say that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, I think I know who did it."
But, some people get mad at you because when the pumpkin people that are going to be put out there, the outfit they're wearing is 50 pounds.
Hey, I said the heads of the pumpkins. I said nothing about their clothes. Plus, what's a baseball bat gonna do to clothing?
Well, when you use the pumpkin, what remains of the pumpkin will leak onto the outfit.
Well, what would happen is if you look at our backdrop here, if you look at the pumpkin, it would go. I would hit at about nose level, and it would just go either through, or it would knock the head off and leave a couple seeds and some pulp.
What happens if they stick a giant hole through it?
Then it's gonna go halfway, and you're gonna hear.
Well,
Actually, no, more of a. You have an Eevee shirt on.
yeah.
Eevee is from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Those are the Eevee evolutions
Yeah.
from Pokemon.
Yeah.
You like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon. Pokemon are Pokemon.
Okay.
This podcast is going to be titled We're Back. And in the description, it's going to say, "Shh, we're doing a podcast." And in the description, it's going to say, "We're back." And we're talking about absolute nonsense, which is the first time where I don't have to think too hard about a title, which is absolutely amazing, because sometimes we just do a podcast and we don't know any subject, so we just talk, so then I have to listen to the podcast and figure out what the most interesting part is and then title it about that. So, hooray.
So, why not talk about the tradition of Woodstock?
I don't know. Plus, we're 13 minutes, 14 minutes in. So,
Never mind.
why don't you, William, any last words you'd like to say before the podcast ends?
Never feel depressed.
Anything else that you would usually say but you're not saying at the moment?
Stay in school, don't do drugs, and don't go to access. Why do I keep getting slapped today?
It's just cheese. Well, with all that being said, if you're listening to this in the morning, good morning. If you're listening to this at night, good night. And if you're listening to this in the evening, why are you listening to a podcast in the evening? Do you think you're better than everyone else or something? Well, with all that being said, thank you, New York. This has been Headphones On. Good night.